Hey guys, so the first thing I do in the morning after I stretch, you'll notice my husband is not next to me. He typically gets out of the bed before I do, but the first thing that I do as part of my morning routine is I will typically lay in the bed on my phone for quite some time until I am ready to get up and have some breakfast. So, yeah. So when I decide I'm ready to get up, the first thing that I do as I get out of the bed is open the window. I love to start my day with some sunshine. I just think it makes everything feel nice and fresh. And then I head out to the kitchen with my dogs.
Well, good morning everyone. It's Reyna, and this is my morning routine. I usually wake up at about 9:30 in the morning-ish, depending on how many times I snooze my alarm. I'll turn on my light and put on my glasses, and then grab my phone. I'll scroll through my notifications, see anything I might have missed, emails, text messages, or anything like that, before getting up to go make coffee.
And here you see me making some toast with strawberry jam and some coffee. I will typically go for a buttered toast, but I decided I was gonna jazz things up for the video, pretty much. So for my coffee, I use Folgers medium roast. It is one of my favorite coffees, just ground out of the can. And that's part of my daily struggle of not being able to reach things on the top shelf, but I use the reusable K-cups and these compostable, recyclable little coffee liners for the single-serve cups, and I just put a couple scoops of the coffee grounds inside of it and stick it into my Keurig, and I let the coffee brew and, fill up my cup because that is how I need to start my mornings. And I also, will normally get a cup before I even put the thing inside the Keurig. But I don't know where my brain was at this point in my life, so. So I don't always take my coffee like this. Sometimes I'll take it black, sometimes I will take it with just some almond milk in it, but I was feeling some French vanilla creamers today, so I just added in 3, took a silicone straw, mixed it all up, grabbed my food, and went to the living room to eat. And here I have my dogs eating. I will usually feed them while I'm making food and stuff, but Luca already ate, and then Roxy was eating, as you saw.
If you guys saw our weekly vlog, you probably saw me make a lot of cold brew. If you didn't see our weekly vlog, you should go watch that. But I figured today I'll show you how I make an iced caramel macchiato at home. I'll start with 2 shots of espresso using my Nespresso machine. Excuse the fact that that's a new cup. I figured you could see what I was doing better with this one. I'll add some homemade vanilla syrup and pour the espresso over ice. Then I'll add some milk. Stir it all up. And a drizzle of caramel sauce on top. And there we have it. Iced caramel macchiato. Way cheaper than Starbucks.
Today in particular was a very smoky day. California is on fire, so I got some cute little B-roll shots off our balcony.
Now I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna drink my coffee till I feel alive again.
And that's exactly what I'll do. I'm not at my most functional before I've had some coffee. I'll check my phone, maybe bop to some tunes, and once I'm feeling properly awake, I'll grab my planner. This is when I'll sit and go over all of my plans for the day, all the work I have to do, anywhere I might need to go, all of that fun stuff. Like the day that this was filmed, I had a volunteer event at my church in the children's ministry department.
It is time for me to, it was a hair wash day, so shower time it was. So then I do my skincare right out of the shower, and the first product I use is the St. Ives Hydrating Cleanser, and then I use the Garnier Moisture Rescue Moisturizer, and then I can't go without chapstick, and lately I've been using the Maybelline Baby Lips again. Then I brush my teeth. These are what I use to do so. I typically will actually use Colgate Express White, but I had Crest 3D White, so that's what I used today. And then when I'm leaving the bathroom, I pop on my rings because I don't shower with them on or anything. And I head back to the room.
Now I've washed my hair off camera. It was difficult to do on camera. I don't do that every morning, but I did today. And now I'll blow dry it. This goes by so much faster now that I've cut my hair shorter. It used to be so long. This is so nice. Now I'm going to do my skincare, so I'll pull my hair up into a loose ponytail. I don't want to crease it or anything. And I'll start by washing my face. I use the same cleanser as I use at night, which you may have seen in my night routine. If not, you should check that video out. In the morning, I also like to exfoliate. This is a gentle chemical exfoliant from e.l.f. I find that exfoliating makes my makeup go on so much better during the day. Finally, of course, some moisturizer. My morning skincare, I like to keep pretty simple. Oop, return of the raccoon eyes. Might recognize those from the night routine too. Now I'm going to straighten my hair. Sometimes I'll straighten it, sometimes I'll curl it, but I always do something with it after it's been washed and dried like this. If I don't, it tends to get big and, well, you can see just how frizzy it is in this shot. It's so much worse now that it's shorter, and it's particularly bad in the summer. This is where I realized I could put on my glasses and see during this endeavor. And this is where I realized I'd forgotten to put in my heat protectant serum. So I've put it in now, and better late than never, I guess. It's usually more helpful if you use it before the heat, but, you know. Here I dropped the flat iron. And now I'm going to add some hairspray to slick down any last flyaways and brush it through so it doesn't get too stiff. So I'm about to put in my contacts. You might want to look away if you think that'll bother you. But I'll be leaving my house today, so I'll be wearing a mask, and contacts are a lot easier to deal with than glasses in that regard.
So back in the room, the first thing I will do is I go on the computer and I will start checking my emails. I check my school email. Our school is starting up soon. It's one of the first things that I do, and I respond to anything on there. And then my personal emails, which don't take that long. After that, I do a daily devotional, and I use an app called YouVersion, and this is just kind of a little bit of what it looks like. I will do the little, like, at the beginning of every, like, the top of the screen, there's like a little scripture study, and then there's a little video of someone explaining it that asks you some questions afterwards, and then there's a prayer. It is one of my favorite ways to, like, really dive in and study the Bible. I am not very, like, good at it. And then I will do a devotional study. This is 5 days for spiritual growth, and there's a little devotional and then a Bible study. So I read through everything, and I go back and I highlight some stuff that stuck out to me that I want to save. And then after that, I get back on my computer until I have, you know, for the rest of the afternoon pretty much lately. And that is my morning routine.
I'll put on my makeup. Well, first some more coffee, of course. But then I'll start with the primer. I don't wear makeup every day. That's why our first video was a challenge for me. But doing my makeup is something that I really enjoy. It's a moment just for me, where I make myself look and feel pretty. Not that I'm not without makeup, but makeup is an art form, and it's one that I really enjoy. This is my time for myself. I'll have on some foundation, of course concealer, because your girl has some crazy dark circles. It's one of the things about being super pale and probably not getting as much sleep as I should. I'll add powder, maybe a little bit too much, but I like the matte look. And some bronzer, which helps make me look less terribly pale. Blush, and some highlight. I almost never leave my house without at least a little bit of that on. Mascara, though, I have this odd habit of forgetting to put it on and leaving my house. But I have it on today. And we're done. If it'll focus, here is today's makeup look. Nice and simple. I've gotten dressed off camera. There's me almost spilling my coffee. And if you watch, I'm about to do it again. But I took some pictures of today's outfit because I felt pretty cute. And that's the end of my morning routine.